Hello everyone, welcome to Piccadilly Stamping. I am just gonna see if I can get, we're having some storms overhead and I want to see if I can get it to show up on my computer. I'm gonna go ahead with the show as best I can. Hopefully most of it is past. Let me see if I can help some folks in. Okay. So I'm going to stop there. Let's see. It looks like we got a few people joining now. If we cut up, I just want anybody, especially for those who don't live in the immediate area, we do have a little bit of storms going on right now. And, oh, Joy, hi, I see you. Oh, Joy. There we go. Hi, Joy. That's what I meant to say. Hi, Madison. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Laura. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jean. Hi, Laura. Hi, Bill. Hi, Josh. Hi, Janet. Okay, now I'm seeing people. Hi, Karen. Hi, Joyce. Yay, thank you for sharing. I got a lot to talk to you guys about tonight, and what I was saying was we have some storms going overhead, and hopefully they're passing, but I'm going to do my best to go ahead with the show tonight because I have a lot to talk to you about, and also because this is the very first time that I get to open the catalog. Ooh. So if you need one of these catalogs, please let me know. I would be more than glad to get you a catalog so you could see the latest and the greatest. So we'll be going through this tonight too, but let me see. Hi Kristen. Hi Jen. How are you? I haven't talked to you in a long time. Jen, she has the two cutest little girls. Okay, yeah, interrupted. Hey, Joy. You said we might be interrupted by storms. Yeah. Joy, while I got you here, I just want to answer a question from last week's video that you had. Now, we had made this bannered card, and I don't know if this shows or not, so I'm going to come up here. Maybe I need to move this out of the way. You see, it has the banner from the card last week, and you said, how the heck do you mail that? Well, I wanted to point out to you that when you glue the sides down, this one is just a little bit long. Well, they're the same size, but this one I glued out farther, and then this one I kind of tucked under. So look, when you mail it, it goes flat, and then it pops back up. So that was just to answer that. Hi, Sarah! Sarah's got the cutest three little boys, too. Hi, Jamie. So I wanted to share that because I had saw that you had asked a question last week, Joy, on how would you mail it, and that's what I hope that answers it. So tonight I'm just going to go straight into this because there's so much to talk about. The color revamp. Now, I know I've talked to you guys about the color revamp before, but I have a few things on here that I really want to tell you about. And let me pull up my little cheat sheet. Okay, why was it important for them to do the color revamp? So that we're on trend. I mean, you can't stick with the same old colors for years and years and not have it go with the trends of the time. And so I wanted to delve into this just a little bit more because honestly, if I would have been on Stampin' Up's team for what colors that they were going to do this year, I would have picked these colors. And until you get them in your hot little hands, you don't know how good they go. And I wanted to share a couple of things about them. First of all, every year we get 5 new in colors. This is the in colors this year, and you can see they're pretty bright, bold colors. I'm absolutely in love with this blueberry bushel. Well, actually, I like them all, but I like them all differently. So, and then these were last year's in colors. So you get a set of in colors for 2 years, and then they go out. The other thing that they did is they did the Whisper White, Very Vanilla, and Basic Black, and they moved that into a category of basics. And the reason why they did that is because these are just should be a given, I think. But that added 3 more colors into our color coach here, or our color combinations here. And the interesting thing is now we've got this really neat, nice scale in the neutrals, but they added Night of Navy, Mossy Meadow, and Mary Merlot, which I wouldn't have necessarily always thought as neutrals, because I think these would kind of go in our regal category. But when you look at it, it's kind of a versatility in color, and it's surprising how many different colors work so well together. Sometimes as an accent, and sometimes in greater quantities. And actually my mom said that tonight, and I just wanted to quote it because I thought that was kind of a great way of explaining it. So we have, I mean, our categories are pretty simple. They're the same 4 basic categories we've always had: neutrals, brights, subtles, and regals. And obviously brights are going to be these bold colors, subtles are going to be like the pastels, and the regals are going to be the deep, the rich. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm not Italian, but I'm apparently talking with my hands. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about that. And some of the things that I wanted to talk to you about was how our inks match our paper, and how the plus side of this is that our DSP matches this. So it is kind of a no-brainer when Stampin' Up! Did that. So here is a pack of 6x6. This is absolutely the most gorgeous paper, by the way, and colors and brights. So bright must be on trend this year. But like it tells you on here, Calypso Coral, Mango Melody, Melon Mambo, it tells you the colors that they're using in these. So when you go and pick out a color combination, and let's just pull something out. Here we go. You know that it's going to be the Night of Navy, So Saffron, and probably Mango Melody, because they have a little bit of brighter in there. So you can see it on the color chart. The other thing is I like to do a lot of ombre stamping, and I'm just going to use this as an example. But if you look at like the Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, Pool Party, Balmy Blue, I mean, this is just kind of a good example of how you can get the variations of the different colors. Also here, Petal Pink, Calypso Coral, and Blushing Bride. And Petal Pink is not as, we used to have a color called Pixie Pink, and it was a real bright light pink. It's more of a light peach, I guess. Peekaboo Peach had a baby and it came out Petal Pink. Anyway, but so you get this ombre effect of colors, and I think that's pretty neat that they did in here. And we added so many more greens, and I'm loving it with the green and the blue. But the other one that's kind of thrilling to me, and I know that kind of sounds silly, and I'm going to show you here in a minute because it'll be our first project, this gray granite. Now this on the scale, we had our basic gray and our smoky slate, and then we had our browns like Crumb Cakes, Sierra Sands, Soft Suede, and then the Early Espresso. This is like a bridge between the gray and that. And so it's gray, but it's brown. Okay, what other things did I want to mention? I think I'm going to have fun with that color, and I'll show you. It can be very soft. Tonight I want to talk about color as far as we're going to do a project that's kind of subtle and soft, and then a project that's kind of bold and bright. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about on inks and paper? I think that's it. Obviously, at the end of this, I will check to see if there's any questions. So let's see. The other thing is the color coach. So Stampin' Up! Has made it so that you can find, like let's say you're using Highland Heather and you want to find a combination that goes well. So Highland Heather, Blackberry Bliss, Pool Party. These things are an awesome, awesome resource. Let me know if you would like an emailed copy of this, because I took this to a printer and had a friend do the lamination for me, but because I wanted to have it to show people, to show folks. But this is an awesome resource. So again, another no-brainer step that Stampin' Up! Did was for the color combinations. Okay, blah, 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 blah. But I felt it was important to talk about that. So I'm going to go right into that gray granite that we were talking about. And if you see my background here, I have, this is like kind of a warmer crumb cake maybe. This is the gray granite. And actually, let me get a piece of white paper here so you can see that. You see the difference? It's gray, but it is a brown. It's not. Let me see if I got basic gray here. It's not. You see, it's a combination of the two, and I'm hoping this is showing up well. Hi, Brina. Glad you could make it. So, let's move on to our first project, shall we? Let's see. Who all have I missed? Have there been more people? Hi, Carla. Okay. I was trying to see. I may have to leave. My son is doing a project outside, and the four schnauzers are barking louder than Pammy can talk. Well, there's a first. Okay, and then this is that petal pink. I don't know how, I just want you to see the combination. It's a very soft combination. Let's see if that shows. I can't tell if I'm on a delay, how bad the delay is or not. Are you people still with me? Can I get some hearts? I know if people are still with me. I don't know if this is the weather or not. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for joining. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going because I think that... There we go. We get some... I got some hearts. Oh, there was a flower? I didn't even know a flower existed. I just saw a flower. Well, that's pretty cool. How come there's not a flower on my screen? Okay, let's go on with our project. So, tonight we're going to talk about color, and we're going to do some decorating just a little bit different than I've done before. So, I'm going to use this gray granite. This is one of the new in colors. No, not in colors. This is one of the new color revamp colors. And I'm going to make a base. It's just a half a piece of 11.5 cardstock, cut in half and then folded at 4 1/4. And we're going to use a piece of the petal pink, and this is 4 by 5 1/4 for a base. I have, we're going to have for the inside of the card, I have a 4 and 5 1/4, and then, which is the same size here. So let me put that on the inside. And then for the white piece, it is 3 3/4 by 5, so that I get that little border on there. I want like a 1/4 inch border on there. Okay, so let's pull out. I'm going to be using the two colors, petal pink, and let's start. So we're going to do a little stamping to start, and the set that I'm going to be using is painted glass. And at first I didn't know if this would be my type of set, but I have really actually found a few projects in it that I like, and I love that when you get a set you think, I don't know if I'm going to like it. I get to open this up now so you can see the inside of the book. It comes with a few things. It comes with some matching framelits to make kind of that stained glass look. And you can see over here, let's see if this shows. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining. Well, I don't know. My computer is way lagging behind, so I'm just going to keep going. But beautiful. This is kind of a vellum, designer series vellum, and you can color it in with our Stampin' blends, and then you get all of these beautiful designs that you can cut out and put on your cards. It also comes with, and I love these, this is called tinted faceted buttons, and years ago we used to have some clear faceted buttons. They're the same things, but they're in all these really fun colors. I love them. So I'm not going to be using those tonight, but I had to show you because that was in there. And it's an absolutely fun set, but it has these sayings, and I thought, boy, those are bold sayings. I just don't know how I'd use them. Well, I'm going to show you how to use that bold saying, and we're going to use with Deepest Sympathy. We're going to make a sympathy card tonight. That's why I said soft and somber on one of my graphics tonight. So I'm going to start off with the rose image here, and my, I think it was 3.5 by, or 3 3/4 by 5 piece of cardstock, Whisper White cardstock, and I don't need this mat. I just want the mat. No, I don't. I want the paper here. Okay. So I can protect my stamper. So I've got the rose image, and I'm just going to start off, and I'm going to randomly stamp it down in the petal pink ink. And I want to rotate it. I have just a little off the side there, and kind of going up the card like so. It doesn't have to be perfect. I was gonna be like Bob Ross, you know, I got a happy little flower. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go like that with it. And then I want to take this petal pink background, and I'm going to glue it to it. Glue it to it with my green glue. Hi, Mara. I just looked over. Hi, Beverly. Hey, I had a hard time finding your address, but so I just sent out, I think earlier, well, maybe it was yesterday, your prize from, I don't know, it was like a couple weeks ago that you won a prize from me, and it took me a long time to find your address. Okay, so I'm going to put that onto the base, and then I have a piece of Whisper White, and it's 4 inches by 1 1/8, and I feel like that's bigger than 1 1/8. Oh yeah, let me cut this down really quick because I want 1 1/8, and of course this trimmer doesn't have 1 1/8, but it's what I had handy. Okay, and I want to take that gray granite, and I'm going to use that with Deepest Sympathy, and I'm going to stamp that right in the middle, and I'm going to try to stamp it straight. So maybe I need to practice. Oh, I love that color. So it's not black, and I like that, but it's still bold enough that you can read it. And I'm gonna probably have to stand because I can't see with the camera. Let's hope that I get that on there straight. No, completely crooked. Let's try it again. Okay. Oh, that's even worse. This side's better, so I'll use that as the example because I'm not going to cut another piece of paper. And then I'll show you the good one. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. I'm going to use the tailored tag punch just to make a flag on the end. I always like to put it into where I can see it, and then I kind of know. There we go. I'm going to do just a little bit of pushing, curling those ends with my finger. I'm not going to do the other side. So we're going to come back over here to our project, and I'm going to glue this down. And I'm going to stop after this and kind of look and see what you guys are saying. Me, I won a prize. I love you too, Mara. Yes, Beverly, you won a prize, and I sent you a message, and I couldn't find your address for nothing. So I hope it's going to the right place because someone's getting it. You shared my video, and you won one week. I don't know how long ago that was. Joy, I like Rationalize buying another stamp set. I don't need it. I want it. Okay. So, that's what happened. Oh, now I'm confused. Here we go. I'm going to just cut this little edge. Isn't that the way it is, Joy? I'm sitting here waiting. I've got the new catalog order coming. I'm just putting dimensionals on the back here. Coming on Friday with more new stuff so that I can have new stuff to show you guys. And okay, I'm going to put this right about there. I had a piece of that flower that didn't stamp out so well, so I'm going to use that as my little mask. Anyway, I can't wait for it to get here. We have this polka dot tulle ribbon, and it's very soft. Let me stand up again. I've already done the bow because you guys know my whole bow challenges thing. So I made a bow with it. It's just this tulle. It's very light. It's very fluffy. So you can see how it'll fluff up, but it'll go flat. And when you make a knot, it's flat. So when you're flying it through the mail, because I know Joy likes to know how things get through the mail. That was just one of my little jabs at you. So I'm going to just cut that at kind of an angle here. Oh, well, let's try to do that straight. And then I'm going to take a mini glue dot and stick that bow on there and stick it right here. And now since I'm going to pull up, okay, so I'm going to pull this up close so that you can see that. Okay, can you see that bow? It's very light and it's very delicate, and you see it better in person, I think, than on the video. So can someone give me some loves or something so I know you're seeing it? My video is so far lagging behind, so I'll assume that you guys can see that. And we'll go on to the next, because you guys are still looking at my hands doing other projects. Okay, so normally I always get to this part of the card, but today I thought I want to do a little bit of showing you decorating the outside of the envelope. So I've got the envelope here, and we're just gonna, down in the corner, maybe just kind of put a few little detailed down at the corner. You could do some on the back if you wanted to too. And then on the inside of the card, this is what I got this for, you can do the same thing. You can have it in the middle, you can have a saying in there, which I might put a saying, but since I've done everything in the lower left hand corner, I'm just going to do it again so that I'm having the same look. Oh, you know what? I forgot the angle of the card. So since I'm doing everything in the lower left hand corner, well, it's in the right hand corner now, but you get it. And so you can glue that in there and have a surface to write on and have a matchy set. Isn't that just the cutest? Okay, let's go on to our next one. Camera is having trouble focusing. Well, that is because I need a new camera. Bottom line, I need a new camera, and I just need to break down and do it. But I have to get a new phone, and we all know how much we agonize on that. And I keep saying I'm going to, and I keep not doing it just because I'm cheap. I'd rather spend my money on stamp supplies. So let's move this one out of the way. I promise I'm going to get a new phone. I promise, I promise, I promise. So the next new stamp set, let's see, it's called Big Wishes. Look, I get to show you inside here. I think I tagged it so I would find it. I did. It's on page 75. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I see more than the examples that they gave you, although that is really, really cute. I love that the inside says, hope your day is truly amazing. Okay, so we did kind of soft, subtle colors, so I'm going the other spectrum. And I'm also kind of doing something that could be used for a boy, I guess, because we're going to do some bright colors. So what I had chose, this is that new blueberry bushel. Love it. So that's going to be my card base. I'm going to go ahead and fold that in half. And burnish it down. Then look when you use, now this is last year's in color, but so bright, so bright. I used the Oh My Stars Textured Impressions plate on Lemon Lime Twist. Now that has to get some thumbs up, doesn't it? Oh boy, my computer's really lagging. I'm still stamping on the last card. So I'm not going to see your comments, I don't think. And I don't know if it's the weather, and I hope that this is still broadcasting. So I ran it through the Big Shots, the Oh My Stars, Textured Impressions bossing plate onto the Lemon Lime Twist, and this is a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to glue that down to my base. Okay, so the other components that we're going to use is I do have another piece, matting piece, for the focal point. So I've got a 3 by 4 piece of Whisper White, and then I have a 3 1/8 by 4 1/8 cardstock that I'm going to use to mat it, and that's in the blueberry bushel, I think it's called. So it just gives like a 1/8 mat. This one gives a 1/4 inch. This one is a little bit smaller. So that's going to be my focal point. And then inside the card is the 4 by 5 1/2 so you can write on it, but we're going to decorate that too, and the envelope, and we're going to decorate that too. So let's start with the colors that we're going to need in the stamps. We're going to also be using some ombre, lemon lime twist ombre ribbon. So I don't do enough boy cards, I don't think, and I'm trying to expand my world from just flowers. I like flowers. What can I say? So I'm gonna, when they're big stamps like this, sometimes it's almost, don't run your thumb through it. Sometimes it's almost easier to take the ink pad to the stamp to ink it up. This is another nice one if it had, this stamps really well, but if it had a lot of open spaces, this is another one that goes good with a Stamparatus too, so that if you didn't ink it all up. Now I'm going to have to pull this a little bit closer. Maybe I can get this even, unlike last time, and try to stamp this. Oh, shoot. I'm telling you what. I swear I can practice these things, and they're really good. And then you get on live and you're like a bumbling idiot. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it just a little bit more towards the top, the image, and in the middle. Hi, Pamela. Thanks for joining. Okay. Wish Big. That's the image, and it's got all those candles on it. Oh, I think it's so pretty. I'm going to shut this because this is quite a vibrant color, and I have stuck my finger in it twice now tonight, so I think I'll just get that out of my way. Okay. So I want to glue this down onto that matte piece. This is going to be our focal point. And get it straight. Okay, I'm going to take this out of the way now. So I want you to see what I'm going to do next. This is where the ribbon comes in, and we're going to get out our tear and tape, and I'm going to teach you a little something something, hopefully. Hopefully this goes okay. Okay, I love this tear and tape, super sticky. It is great for holding down ribbon, but what I like about it is you can kind of measure out what you need, and I want just a little bit bigger than this, and I'll show you why. I'm going to do a little technique here. So first we're going to stick it down. It's a double-sided tape, and I want it, I think I'm even, I can't tell as I fight that camera. Okay. I'm going to stick it in place, and it hangs a little bit over, and I kind of want it to do that. I'm going to fold that onto the back. There's no purpose, I just want to make sure that it goes all the way to the edge. And then I'm going to fight to get the paper off with my nails. Not bad this time. Okay, I'm using my little mat, and I think, how do I want to start this? So I want to pull some ribbon off my roll, and I love that it's the ombre, and you can do it with the lighter side on top. It doesn't matter, either or. And I'm just going to determine that. Now this is actually, I think, a 1/4 inch width, and this is the smallest I've ever tried to do this technique before. But it is the exact width of the ribbon, so, or of the tape, I mean, so we want to be really careful. So I'm going to leave a little edge, and I can trim that down. and I'm just going to stick it on the tape. So you want nothing smaller. I don't think there is a whole lot. Maybe there's a 1/8 inch. I don't know. I never see it here with Stampin' Up. I'm going to turn this just a little bit. Let's see. So you stick it down and then kind of weed it up, stick, and then pull that next piece down. It takes just a little bit to get it going. And if you don't like it, you can pull it back and then move it again and just keep going back and forth, layering that over, making little loops in it, but covering it. And it works the best if you kind of go up and then down. And it's supposed to be kind of sloppy on here, but like I said, it's a little bit harder with this shorter ribbon, or width of ribbon. But you really soft ribbon too, so that seam binding that we had last year was perfect. And I'll show you once my fingers get out of the way, because you have no idea what I'm doing exactly. But I'm going up and folding it, and then going back down. And I'm kind of putting like a little wrinkle in it and folding back. Kind of all over the place here. But the big thing is to just keep it covering that sticky glue, because otherwise you want to make sure you're covering it all. It's like so sticky on my fingernails. And we're just making like a little wave of ribbon. Is that making sense? I'm going to move my hand so hopefully you can see. And I'm going to stop and look. So clever, Miss Pamela. Well, thank you, Joy. Maybe you don't always do everything wrong. The new, oh, it is a 1/8 ribbon. The new Grow Grain is. I did not know that. Smoosh it back and forth. That's right. We're going to smoosh it and make kind of little loop-de-loop-de-loops. And it takes a little bit of working on such short or such width of ribbon. Okay. You kind of need to fold it, and it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I almost think it looks a little bit better not being perfect. But at the end, okay, I'm all the way across. So at the end, and I'm going to cut this at an angle too. I left it just a little bit longer until I get it on my card. We're so not done with it yet. Okay. Now, what doesn't make the candles glow better than a wink of Stella? Before I do this, I'm going to stand up. Hi, Wendy. So you can see how I got that all smooshed on there, and it gives kind of a texture. And then I'm going to use a clear wink of Stella and go in, and I know the camera's probably not going to pick this up, but this is like a little bit of glitter on here. You can color in if you want to, but I want to really keep with the lemon, because I didn't want to do a yellow one here and have that fake lemon twist color, and I thought that this color combination was cute for boys. Okay, so then we're going to stick. Ooh, getting down on my dimensionals. I don't miser them like my mother does, and so I go through them. Look at me. I'm even going to throw one in the middle, Mom. Ooh. Okay. So let's peel that off. And I still have those long tabs on there. And it's okay, because we can trim them down once we get it situated on the card base. So it's popped up a little bit, and I hope that's in the middle. Okay. So then I can come back in, and I'm going to trim this down because it's too long. At an angle. And trim this down. Because if I left one little tip off, Joy would wonder how it would fit through the mail. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. Okay. So we're not done there. We got to do some decorations on the inside. So this set is really, really cute. I love it. I love it. And this one from last year, it's called Picture Perfect Birthday, but it carried over. And what I like about it is we've got stripy candles here, and we've got stripy candles here. So let's bring in our blueberry again. And I'm going to go right on this envelope and right in the corner. I'm going to make, and I'm going to go ahead, instead of using the yellow like I was saying, I'm going to use this lemon lime twist. It has got quite a bit of yellow in it, so let's stick with the color theme was my thought. And oh, I cannot see. I have to stand up and see if that makes a difference. Okay, so we're a little off. And then I'm going to go on the inside of the card, and you can, I mean, you can have that anywhere you want. Where do I want it? I think I'll do over here this time and go back. So the color combination is, oh, look at that. And then when I glue this inside, I've kept that color combination. Now this is both of these color combinations that I did tonight, they're not in the color coach. These are my combinations, and I just think that they fit so well together. And we've got the bright and bold and the soft and the subtle. Okay, so here we go. And then we can put a saying in here too. But let me close these up. It takes a little bit when they're new. The old ones just slid apart. Okay, let me move this stuff off of the way here. And so you can see this. So we've got, doesn't that look like, I don't know, teenage boy, or, well, it can be anybody. It's bright and it's gorgeous. And look at this one with our little decorative envelope. And this one is so soft and subtle. And like I said, that bow fluffs up. This one is mailable. Okay, let me turn and look and see what is being said. They are great. I don't really miser the dimensionals. I use them wisely. There you go. She uses them wisely. Let me look here real quick through some comments. Narrow? Yeah, words are hard, Joy. They are. Anybody else? Are there any questions before I go on? Because I'm going to look up here. Well, thank you, Laura. I think they're pretty awesome. And I think it shows a wide variety of color. So, okay, let's just keep moving then. The bestest I can. And of course, I already lost something. I put it someplace safe, you know how you do that? You put things safe and then use them. Crickets. Where is it? Seriously. I love I'm so organized for you. There's so much prep to do these lives. There really is. And I really do try to be super organized ahead of time so you don't have to listen to me ramble on like you are right now. But I will share my video. Share my video for a chance at the drawing. And I have a drawing each week. Well, good heavens, Pamela. What did you do? I'm looking for my host code. So I have some things. Here we go. I have a new host code. So if you order $150 or less, please use this host code C9KJWBAD. Okay. If it's over $150, then you'll be eligible for your host rewards, and I want you to get that. But if it's under, if you're just doing a $50 order or something, please use that host code when you go to my site. You can go to my site by just clicking right here on Facebook. I tested it today just to make sure. There is a Shop Now button, so if you need any of these amazing products, you can shop with me. I have an online store 24/7. If you have any friends, word of mouth is the way I'm getting business at this point. I would love to earn your business, but I am so looking for new customers and people who I can support creatively. Please give them my name. I'm on Pinterest and YouTube. Just remember Piccadilly Stampin', not Stamping. Still going to come every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. If you want to join my team, I'd love to have you. Send me a message. I can get you into all the details and facts that you might want on that. Okay, so share my video and then comment that you shared my video, especially those of you who have your privacy settings that are set on super secure. It'll tell me if you share your video unless you've got some sort of privacy setting where if we're not friends or whatever, I can't see what you share. So let me know right here on my wall, okay? All right, so tonight was fun with the bold and the beautiful. I think that's a, isn't that a soap? And then the soft and subtle. All right, I had actually quite a few names, quite a few shares last week. So I'm pretty excited about that. So let's mix them up. They go so small when I put them in the container and I mix them. Okay. Let's see. Kathy Appleby! You won! And you know what you won? I got it right here. You won one of my card packs. This has the 4x6 card packs of all the different designer series paper, and that's the last one of these that we have, but it's awesome. Okay, so I will be sending that to you, and then let's do another drawing. I get a few things to use up. Should we do a couple drawings? Maybe? Let's see. Who do we got? Brenda Heinzman. Now, Brenda said, I talked to her yesterday, and she said if I drew her name to draw somebody else, which is really nice, Brenda. I appreciate so much that you share my videos and that you share them widely, and about everything that I post you share. So let's try another one. Kristen LaFredo. Man, you and Laura Land are super lucky. Super duper lucky. Okay, Kristen, for you I have, and I think you're going to like it. It is a 1.5 inch circle punch. So, Kristen, I've got a circle punch for you, and I still have to give you what you won the last time. Let's do one more done. Let's just keep going. Tater! Hi, Tater! I love it when you show up just because I like that it says Tater. Okay. Jenna! Yay, Jenna! Woohoo! And Jenna, I have for you, it is some of the Tutti Frutti adhesive sequins. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So that goes to Jenna. All right. You guys have been so great, especially during the storm and poor video quality and me being a knucklehead. So I really appreciate you guys watching and tuning in with me each week. It makes my day. I love stamping with you. I love bringing ideas. If there's something that you would like to see, throw it in suggestions. I do read these. Throw it in suggestions if there's something in there that you would like to see, whether it's a fancy fold or whatnot. Okay, so I will. Oh, Kristen and Josh both shared. Yep, and you guys are in here. I saw that even though Josh wasn't here last time, he shared, so I did enter. So we'll get you in there. Thank you for putting that on there. All right, I will see you guys next Wednesday. Thanks so much. Have a good night.